I can't live the rest of my life like I was living back then, because the reality was I never chose me. And if I didn't choose me at some point, what if I had kids and I'm still not choosing me?
It started when I actually gave my life back to God and he had a problem with it. I knew then that this was not it. Was not where I was supposed to be. This is no way possible that I can want better for my life and decide that I want to give it to God and you have an issue with it.
This is not how I want to spend the better part of my life, my adult years, and the rest of my life. So this has got to get better.
I gotta relive this right now. Whew. My brother was in the hospital. I called him every day just to make sure he was good. He was in the hospital with cancer, and call stopped because one day he was like, "Man, G, I'm tired." He always told me he was tired. He's like, "Man, G, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap." All right, cool, man. I'll call you in a few days, whatever. And I called, and my mom said that he's in the hospital, and he's not talking. I said, "What do you mean he's not talking?" Got to him, and the moment I walked into the room, I just seen all this stuff on him, in him, and I just walked to the window and I just started crying. Turned around, started talking to him. The thing that bothers me the most and the pain that I carry the most, as I was talking to him, one tear dropped out of his eye. And I'll never know for the life of me what that meant. That's the biggest part of my childhood. That's my dude, man. Like, man. Thank you for tuning in once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cultural Frequency, also known as Vibe Responsibly. I'm your host, Gio Richardson, and as always, as you can see or as you will hear, I always have my melanated marvels with me. Jax, how you doing, girl?
I'm well, brother. How are you? How are you, sis?
I don't know who's supposed to go next. It was a double. I'm good. I'm good. Kish, I guess you can answer. Go ahead.
Always.
I'm blessed and highly Cajun turkey this week.
Highly Cajun turkey.
Yeah, it's really
Popeye's
highly
Cajun turkey. That joint used to.
let me tell you something. Because somebody loves that chicken from Popeye. Anyway,
No, you
I ain't gonna talk about nobody. But hey, listen, before we dive in, thank you for vibing with us. If you're getting or have gotten any value from these conversations and want to keep us keeping them going, click that link at the bottom, baby, right here. Let me get it up for y'all so y'all can see this, man. I'm tripping. And there we go. Click the link at the bottom to become a monthly subscriber for just $3. The link on the screen will take you to our Patreon membership page. There you will see different tiers you can choose from that will give you access to exclusive content, merch, perks, the ability to suggest topics, and even join us on the panel for deeper member-only discussions. No pressure, just support how you feel led, and we appreciate every single one of you. It's a small gesture that makes a big impact, helping us keep the mics hot, the vibe strong, and the culture moving forward. The link at the bottom will be shown periodically throughout this episode so that everyone gets a chance to click and subscribe. And for those of you who are listening to this via an audio podcast, first and foremost, we would absolutely love for you to join us during the live stream as we do this every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You all can go subscribe by going to patreon.com and search for us by typing in Vibe Responsibly and subscribe to your heart's content. And if now is not a good time, by all means, we understand. But hey, while you're here, subscribe to the Vibe Responsibly podcast channel on YouTube. All one word, Vibe Responsibly Podcast. Lastly, we thank you all for checking in. And do me a favor. Do me a serious favor. The ones that are already in here, we make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. And I definitely need you all to share who are in here right now. Share this live with at least 5 to 10 people. Go ahead and minimize the app. 5 to 10 people, because our motto here on Vibe Responsibly is, and forever will be, you will not be out here vibing alone. So share this live and tell your people to jump in on the chat and tell us where they're from. And by all means, speak your entire mind. Now, before we move into things, I would just like to ask Keith, was there an earthquake or something? What happened? What's going on? Like what like
having some technical
difficulties. I don't know.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are live. Like, this is live and in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should have been situated before we started. But that's all right. That's all right. Don't need to worry about it. Mm-hmm. Also, I do want to say happy birthday to one of our very dear supporters of the podcast, Terry. Terry is normally in the chat. She is supporting us all the time. And we just want to say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. She was like, Yes. She's upset that she couldn't make the show. Girl, you better go enjoy your day. It'll be here when you get back next week. I promise you it will. Touch that microphone one more time. Hey, all right, let's see who's in the chat. Oh my God. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing, girl? She said Keisha, Dr. Moses told her to tell you hi.
Hey, Sandy, tell them I said hi.
All right. Bro, Derek Ruffin is in the building per usual. All right. Paris is in the building. All right. And y'all better start listening to Paris. Paris said, please click the thumbs up when coming in. Thank you. She is so serious about that thumbs up, boy. Paris don't play about that thumbs up at all. Have mercy. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Nobody volunteers for pain. Nobody prays for heartbreak. Nobody asks for betrayal. Nobody wants the divorce, the diagnosis, the rejection, the setback. But if we're honest, some of the strongest people we know weren't built through comfort. They were built through struggle. Because pain has a way of teaching lessons success never could. It teaches resilience. It teaches faith. It teaches perspective. And sometimes the very thing that almost destroyed you becomes the thing that gives your life meaning. So tonight we're talking about turning pain into purpose and how to stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what can this produce in me? So my first question is, what pain shaped your life the most? Come on. Y'all know how I do with these questions. Let's go.
If you're going to be honest, all of it. Like, all of it. If we're going to be honest about, like, what we've been through, what we going through, because just because you got grown, it didn't stop. Just because you got older and you thought you learned all the lessons, the reality, the gut checks didn't quit. The gut checks don't stop because you become a adult. You're not grown. Like, I mean, all of them. Because I think, if I'm going to be honest with you, my first real reality about death came. I was already in the military, but it's different when your grandmas go. That was one of my first checks. Then you have kids and things don't go the way you think they gonna go when you having kids and you raising kids and learning at the same time, and they become teenagers, you get married, marriages don't work. Like, all of these are lessons where you learn you are formally shaped for who you are right now.
Yeah.
And then you become an adult and you still get formally shaped. Because things in life happen as adults and you're not ready, you're not prepared, there is no book, there is no handout to help you get through it, and you still got to keep going. You still got to keep on moving.
Hey, Kish, what you got?
I'm going to say the pain that I actually had to heal from. That's the pain that I would say. The pain that stuck and stayed there constantly, that I needed therapy for. The pain that that's been handed down from generation to generation. So I say all that pain that, just like Jack said, that shaped me into the person that I am today. So it's the pain that sometimes it don't leave. Sometimes it takes work in order for us to get through it. Because honestly, it never leaves. It's just something that we have to get through.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. Man, listen, pain shapes your life. It's so many different things, and like Jack said, there's so many different stages of going through that. You know, you have to actually pick a certain part of your life that where you actually had to pick yourself up all over again, either the first time or all over again. And it normally feels like, man, why does this stuff keep happening? Like, I just got through this. Why is this happening? Right. And so I couldn't necessarily say I can pick a time. But it was just so many different things. And now sitting here thinking about it, where I just messed around in like the moving from Virginia to Washington State because of the military, and my baby's going to Howard University. Like, that was hard. You know, being away from the kids, being away from family, like literally being miles and miles away, and there's no family in sight, no real friends. And just so I'll go into some other things as we go on. I don't want to give it all right now, but yeah, it's something about having to pick yourself up and having to rely heavily on prayer and God, because you know this is the type of pain that's not. Therapy is cool, and I advise anybody to go to therapy. But I'm telling you, something that's deeply rooted, like that hits you to your soul, only God can fix that. That's not a therapy thing. I understand that I can get it out and I can talk to somebody, and that's very good. But I promise you, there have been days where you just gotta get in that prayer closet, whatever your prayer closet look like, and you just in there wailing off and crying, and your eyes are red by the time you finish, and your face is wet. Snot. You got that Viola Davis cry. You know,
Whole floor wet.
I'm serious, you know, and slobbing and all. You got your shirt wet.
Yeah, we can laugh about it now.
Yeah, you can laugh about it now, but we've all been through it. You know, so I think that those are the things. And like I said, I don't want to give it all up because we have more questions, but I believe those are the things that that really shape us. Sharon is in the building. Hello, beautiful fam.
Hey, Sharon.
And of course, my mom is on her thing. Oh my God,
Hey,
having
Mom.
your ass. I swear I was not having no more pain after that pain. Yes, my mom said that she wouldn't have no more kids after me. So there we go. All right, Derek says, getting blown the hell up in Iraq multiple times and still being here today, only God can do it. That shaped my life forever. Yes, I believe you, bro. And I thank God that you're still here, man. Seriously. All right, my mom said, I wanted to fight you, your daddy, and my mama for not telling me about that pain. Why did I click on that? All right. Okay. So, that is crazy. All right, the bro, and then bro popped up. Adrian is in the building. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. Glad to have you back.
Hey,
All right. My goodness, man. I gotta start reading these questions before I click on them. Or these responses, man. It's crazy. All right, so what exact moment, if you can talk about it, changed the trajectory of your life forever? Like that thing that just changed it. Like you knew you had to make better decisions, or either turn your life around, or just literally knew that, okay, I'm going the wrong way. I got to do something else. What did it?
The moment I realized my first husband cared nothing about me. There were some traumas up in that thing, and I was, you know, in marriage, we are taught, you know, you work things out, and you believe with prayer and, you know, hard work, and y'all gonna do this thing, that it's going to change. No, I realized in that moment I had to choose me. I had to choose, and it wasn't about choosing me because I was best. It was about choosing me so I could be better, and not letting someone else define what I was worth, or where I was gonna go, and how life for me was going to go. I loved someone else so much more than I loved me at the time, that I would pick everything that made you happier or you better than I would pick anything that made me. And after giving until you have nothing left, you realize, okay, you're going to choose you every time, no matter what I give you. So, all right, I'm going to choose me. And in choosing me, like, I did not look for marriage. I've had friends, I dated, but I ain't looked for no marriage for over 10 years. And I mean that, like, had a baby, don't want to get married. Dated, don't ask me about marriage. We can date. When this is good and done, then it's good and done. it took 10 years for me to get to a point where I was just like, okay, I can 10 years post divorce. And I
Mm.
dated my now husband in that time. And I just revealed to him a couple of weeks ago, I had no desire to marry you. I was
Oh.
cool dating. I had no desire to get married. None. Not in that moment. In those moments, and that was 12. That was 12 years ago. None. We good.
Mm.
We can do what we doing. We good.
All
No
right.
desire, but it grew me, and I'm glad I did what I did, because going into my second marriage, I was aware of what I wasn't gonna take, what I was willing to do, how much I should be better in communicating, fighting for my marriage, not fighting the other person, fighting the problem. While it was a break, because it was a break, because it broke me. It broke me, but it mended me in the process.
Mhm.
Mm.
Me, God, and the work mended me back to be a much better wife on the other end. I don't
Got
know
it.
if I would have been who I am now had I gotten married any sooner.
Mm. Okay. So what I'm hearing is a lot of practicing until you was ready to. Okay, got it. Go ahead, Kish. What you got? A lot of practicing. A lot of practicing. It's crazy work. Well, go ahead.
So, me and Jack's stories are completely similar. Like we've been through pretty much the same thing. Like, so that was, I would say the same thing. Like my ex-husband was the turning point. Like it was new. I knew I made a right when I should have made a left. And it started when I actually gave my life back to God, and he had a problem with it. I knew then that this was not it. Was not where I was supposed to be. This is no way possible that I can want better for my life and decide that I want to give it to God, and you have an issue with it. So then I knew that I started thinking about all the things, just like Jack said, like me caring about somebody else more than I cared about myself. Me showing up, me trying to make sure that they're good, me trying to make sure that they have all the things. And then when it started affecting my relationship with God, and then on top of that, my relationship with my kids, because they seen a different me. It was a different version of me when he was around. So I was like, yeah, I can't do this. So I decided, and I was the same thing like Jax. Like, no man could even look at me. I was not having it at all because I needed to get myself together. And it really wasn't even me getting back to myself. It was just me trying to understand the new me trying to get comfortable with my new self. So,
Okay. All right. Wow. Man. Whew. Well, let's just try to brighten up the room just a little bit. No, I'm just playing. Let's go in the chat. Let's go in the chat. See what's going on. Hey Samantha, how you doing? She says, "Sup, my peeps." Yeah. All right.
hey.
Derek says, "Meeting my beautiful wife the second time around. We started our beautiful family. It's been a blessing since the day I met her again." That is beautiful.
Aw,
I like that. I like that. I like that, man. And then,
that's
of
so
course, I
good.
read this one, but my mom, Jack's baby girl, was there too. Then I realized after stabbing him, I chose my freedom and my son. Oh my gosh, she's going to jail. All right.
Yes,
Anyway,
mama.
let's go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and hide that real quick. Nobody with warrants. All right. So that's crazy. So hold on. Wait. uh, Adrian says the birth of my daughter, she made me want to be better. And then 20 years later, her passing, I'm still searching for that. Ah, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. My condolences, prayers and blessings to you, brother. It's two things for me. Adrian, said something just now. It's two things for me. One, the birth of my oldest child. I was running wild, literally running wild. And it was a day where she was on the couch. It was snowing. I remember this vividly. It was snowing in Atlanta. I had one of them old video cameras you can hold like that. And just told my age. Video cameras you can hold like that.
Oh, you
And
told all right.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. And I looked out, I was looking at her, and then I looked outside at the snow, and I panned back to her, and she was just smiling. And I just started crying. Like right then and there, I needed to completely change my life because this little thing is going to be dependent on me. Like she needs me. Like I have to be who I need to be for her. So I had to change a lot of things. And that was the first thing. The second thing was when I ended up with COVID. And I was in the house, I think, for about 2 weeks. And just one day out the blue, I said, let me call my sister because my sister works at a clinic. She's a nurse. And so I said, so what are y'all giving people with COVID that's having problems, with their breathing? And she said, we're giving them asthma pumps and it's actually working. I said, well, bring me one. Now, mind you, this only was the grace of God that told me to call her because I didn't think about this the whole time I was having trouble breathing while I had COVID. So she comes in the house and I use the inhaler, doesn't work. And then I use it again and she looks at me and I've never seen my sister's face turn pale. And she was like, you've been having trouble breathing like this for this whole time? I was like, yeah. She said, oh no, get dressed. We're going to the hospital. So we get to the hospital. We're at the triage where they're asking all the questions and all of that. And this nurse takes one look at me and asks my sister, do you know all of this information? Like his social security number? She was like, yeah. She said, okay, cool. You do that. Grabs me. I'm in a wheelchair now. Wheels me in the back fast as all get out. They put all this stuff on me. Everything's cool until I start seeing people running around me real fast. I'm like, and mind you, I'm silly. So me and my sister are silly. I'm not gonna leave out of that. She's sitting by the bed and we are laughing. Like I have full-blown COVID. I'm laughing with her about what is wrong with these people. I'm making jokes about the people running around, how this woman's wig is falling off her head because she's moving too fast. Like I am literally having the time of my life. Meanwhile, all I hear is, yeah, we got to take him to ICU. ICU? What? I turned into Soldier Boy real quick. ICU? You know what I'm saying? So then I get him in ICU. Now I find out I have pneumonia. That's number one. I find out I have pneumonia. That's part of the whole couldn't breathe properly, right? And so I get up there in ICU and I'm laying there. I have like the air thing on me. I got it blowing in my nose, high as all get out. And the doc comes in and he says, hey, what made you call your sister today and ask her for, an asthma pump? I said, I just, I thought about it. She works at, a doctor's office. I figured, hey, why not call my sister, ask her what they're doing? He said, I want you to know something. He said, you came in here with your oxygen on 73. He said, do you know that people come into this hospital with their oxygen level on 73 and they don't make it past about 3 days to a week? I said, I'm sorry. Huh? He said, what is your oxygen level normally on? I said, like 95, 96. He was like, okay. So just put that in perspective. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you again, and it's not to scare you because you're in good hands now. He said, but if you had went to sleep tonight, you probably wasn't gonna wake up. He said, your oxygen has been decreasing for 2 weeks. That changed everything because the first thing I thought was, who was going to tell my babies I'm gone? It's the first thing I thought. Because if I'm nothing else in this world, whether I'm, a superstar household name in this podcast game or whatever the case may be, if I'm nothing else at all, I will always be remembered as a phenomenal father. First thing came to my mind was, who's going to tell my babies I'm gone? I sat in the hospital bed. Now, I didn't go to sleep because I was scared I wasn't going to wake up because he told me I was good. But I sat there and I had to think about so many different things. And when I got out of the hospital, my sister drove me home. They told me, I can't leave the house, whatever. I was hungry. So I left the house and I'm driving to go get something to eat. And when I tell you, to this day, I still not have seen the sun that bright. It was a wake-up call. Like everything has to change. Everything is sped up. Nothing has to be taken for granted. If I'm doing something, it's got to be done the entire way through. Nothing is at chance. Nothing can be dismissed. There's no weight. Regardless of frustration and tired and upset, it's got to be done. Because we don't know the day or time. And that's what that did for me. Changed my entire life, man. So, yeah, that was the second one. So, All right. Did your struggle make you stronger or simply different? What did it do?
I would say both.
Yeah.
Because you have in those moments where, like you said, you are picking you up and it's you doing your work, you have no choice but to be stronger. You have no choice but to find that intestinal fortitude that we find in basic training. You find that for life. You find that for the long run. And if your situation is, to me, as futile as mine was, I had no choice but to be better. I can't live the rest of my life like I was living back then, because the reality was I never chose me. And if I didn't choose me at some point, what if I had kids and I'm still not choosing me? I gotta choose me at some point to be better for the people around me. You gotta want better. And I did. I wanted better. I realized, looking back, this ain't what I want for my life. This is not how I want to spend the better part of my life, my adult years, and the rest of my life. So this has got to get better. This can't, that moment you like, this just can't be it. This can't be what God gave me or wrote in the book for me. This can't be the end of the book. This gotta be better.
God ain't brought me this far to leave me. Or
No,
he ain't
sir.
brought me this far just to bring me this far. I get it.
Hello, it got to be something better on the other side of this.
Gotta be something else, man. He didn't bring me this far just to drop me off.
This ain't the end of the story.
It's not the end of the story.
And Lord, if this is the end of the story, please rewrite it. Please rewrite it. If this was supposed, please rewrite it. I'm not ready yet.
Not rewrite the story. Have mercy.
Rewrite. You ain't got to rewrite the beginning or the middle. Just rewrite the end.
Oh my goodness.
This can't be the end. We're gonna, matter of fact, let's sit here together and rewrite the end of the story. You write it, and I'm gonna read it as you write it.
Let me see if I gotta make this. Let me see if I gotta make this paperwork bleed, because we gonna make some changes.
I need my help, but just in case it's a little extra sprinkle, let me sprinkle the prayers that I want in while you write the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Kish, what you got, girl?
Thank you.
I'm gonna say make me stronger. I had my kids dependent on me, especially my son. Like, I needed him to be able to not only look at me, accomplish some things, move about in a certain way, but I also wanted him to look at women in a different way. Like, I didn't want him to look at women the same way, you know what I'm saying, that his father did. Like, I wanted him to respect them, to love them, to cherish them. Like, I had to do different. And then also for my daughter too, like, I wanted a whole different space for her. Like, I didn't want her to react, you know what I'm saying, in a certain way, because girls are abusive too. Like, girls can get that too. So I didn't want that for my kids. So it was me being stronger, and because in my mind I felt like I was breaking the family up. But then when I actually sat there and thought about it, it was like, no, I am my kids' family. So with me being their family, I got to make sure that they're good. So that's part of being a parent.
Yeah, I agree. And you're right. Girls can be abusive, because I had a hamburger thrown at me, so we're not gonna go through that again. But because
It wasn't
that
me,
triggered
Ma.
me. Yeah, it just triggered me, man. Like, I got triggered just now. She was like, "Girls can be abusive," and something in my shundo was like, we in trouble." Well, I'm gonna have to call my mom, yo. My mom said it's not freaking funny at all because I never knew you were that sick. I'm gonna have to call my mom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call mom. Mom took off.
But you know what, Mama, don't worry about it, because I got him all the way together.
Oh, she ain't even in the building no more. She said, "I have to go, y'all." Yeah, she took off. Derek says, "Oh, I saw you light, bro. That was your sign." Definitely was my sign, bro. And when I tell you, everything changed after that, man. It just, like, I was never that close to it. And just hearing the doc say what he was saying, like, and everything just felt, every word he said felt so heavy. Never been that close, man. Everything I've done in my life, and I've done some crazy things in my life, never been that close. And it rocked me. B. Hicks says, "Been talking about this for the last few days. I just told someone yesterday, I think we're all going to have them both. It's meant to happen and you need it." Exactly.
Hey, cousin.
Helene Jackson, your struggle, you can find yourself in, that's Mamu? Hey. Okay, so I got to read it how I got to read it now. Hold on. I got to bring it back up. I can't let Mama come in here and I don't read it how she read it. Mama said, "Baby, your struggle, you can find yourself and you know who you are, baby." All right. I gotta read it like that
What?
because I heard Mama talking. That's what I hear. All right. B Hicks says my mom always said before she passed. She said we are right where we are supposed to be. We complain, we argue, we wonder, we try to figure it out why we are where we are. But like he said, but we're here. Exactly. And we're not here for no reason, man. You know, he didn't bring us as far just to bring us this far. To answer the question, did it make me stronger? Yes. Each and every time. It gave me the capacity and strength that I needed to have and to hold and to multiply the blessings that I have today. A lot of us don't realize that what we've gone through has given us provision for what's to come. And when I say that, I mean, you know exactly what you're not going to put up with. You know exactly what you're not going to do. You know exactly what you're not going to mess up the next time because you have
Right.
the mess ups before. Right. And you don't
Right.
want to see that again. So you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that you're
You do
making
it
the
right.
right decisions. And I understand sometimes you may not get it right all the time. That's fine. But you know, at the baseline, I will never be back there.
Mhm.
I'm never going back that way. It's always progress, never going backwards. And if it feels like you're going backwards, that's when people tend to shut down and shut out. Or they get very vigilant in the things that they want. They start moving harder. They start moving faster. Like, yo, are you kidding me? No, I'm not going back that way. I've done that. I don't want it. You can have that. All right. So if pain changes us, what determines whether it destroys us or develops us?
It's us who determines that.
Okay.
It's your take on it, like where you are with it, like and if you want to change and if you want better, like it's all on you. Like it's you and pretty much God, to be honest, because if you pray about it, he gonna give you direction where you need to go. But it's all up to you. Like sometimes we put ourselves and blame it on other people and situations. And to be honest, like those decisions was ours, especially as adults. Like we made those decisions, whether they right or wrong, those were our decisions. And that's something that we got to stick with and deal with. And my thing is we can't soak in it. We got to move past it and keep going. Like you can't just harbor on a decision that you made at that time. Like that was a decision that you made at that time that doesn't affect your future if you let it. So it's up to you.
All right, Jax, what you got?
I agree with Keish, and I believe your approach and your reaction to the pain is what defines where you're gonna find yourself.
Mhm.
If your approach and your mindset is already I'm defeated, I'm done, then it's not gonna benefit you positively. You'll sit and soak in it whether you want to or not. But if your approach is, well, let me find the lesson in all of it, and you're determined to be better, then it'll be just that. Like he said, it doesn't mean we didn't make a mistake. It doesn't mean that you can't grow from your mistake. It doesn't mean that you can't learn from that. You just can't find yourself stuck in a position where you're gonna let it define you for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
Your approach is really important in that.
Right. Your mindset. Definitely your
Most
mindset. So
definitely.
going to the chat, my boy DJ sent that wasn't ammonia. You had the Sugar Avery, the color purple disease. Happy you with us, bro. I'm happy to be here, man. I had to show that one. This dude is crazy, man.
You
All right.
sure is
You
ugly.
sure is ugly. Well, I didn't have that problem. But anyway, Adrian says, make sure you reflect on what, figure out the why, and thank God for the lesson and the growth. Amen. You ain't lying when you're telling the truth. B. Hicks says, amen. It's your take on it. You're right, cousin. Can't blame nobody for your past. It's what you make it. And I am going to agree with my co-host, my melanated marvels, per usual. And I'm not going to go into something deep and because then I'm gonna be saying the same thing they said. But what I will say is, like I've always said, please stop saying the devil is busy. Please stop. Those decisions that you made, baby, the devil wasn't nowhere near you. You made them decisions whether you figured out you can get away with it, whether you got hot in the pants and you figured you could still do that, whether you just made a decision to do the thing that you did. You made the decision. I promise you. Stop blaming the devil for the things that you decided to do. Now, I understand the devil travels far and wide on earth. We get that. But we got to stop using the devil as an excuse for our own actions. Okay? Just You asked for that butt whooping and you got it. That's it. That was your decision. You live with that. Take accountability. Call it what it is. Because that's another form of accountability where we don't want to take accountability for the things that we did. Now we want to blame the devil. Well, I didn't do that, boy. The devil sure was busy. No, you was busy, dummy. It was you.
Dummy.
The devil didn't come down and say, you know what? You know what'd be nice today? Go ahead and rob them people. That's beautiful. What? Go ahead and bust that lady over the head with that brick real quick. The devil didn't say that. That was you. Come on, man. Calm down with all that. All right. Samantha says, the struggles that I have experienced has definitely shaped me into the person I am now. Me developing a relationship with God plays a big part. Amen. And in Paris. You know, the devil be busy all the time. You sure is right. Let them tell it. Oh, my boy DJ Sin, the devil messed up your Timbs. Long story. I'll tell you that a little bit later. But yeah, it was a moment where I messed up some brand new chocolate Timbs, man. Mad at the world. But anyway, next question. How do you honor your pain without allowing it to become your identity?
Close to what we just said, not letting it define you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not saying that it didn't happen, not trying to ignore it and move around it. Be honest, confront. Okay, this is the choice I made. This is the result from the choice I made. Now, what am I going to do to be better after the choice? Not soaking in the choices, not soaking in the consequences. Looking at it, learning the lesson. Okay, I'm gonna do this different next time. I honestly think the best way you can reflect on that is when that because it's gonna come full circle again. When it comes back full circle, you don't react or you don't handle that situation the way you did before. That's the best way you can honor that and prove, okay, I saw it, I learned from it, I'm doing something different this time.
Okay, Kish, what you got?
I say by being able to process it, like really fully being able to process it and break it down, try to figure out how you even get in that spot. And like we said before, not being able to hold on to it so tight that, you know, it's carrying through the rest of your life. Being able to process it, let it go, and move forward. I feel like when you break things down, then you get an understanding of who you are, and finding out who you are, that can lead you into not making that same mistake again.
Okay. All right. You know, I like to go in the chat. So we got some new people in here. Let me see who's it. We got the op in the building. What's going on, Malaysia? How you doing, girl? All right.
Hey,
All right.
boo.
Hey, Lay.
And then
Niecy Poo, let's move on.
and then there you go. And then Adrian says the devil made sure I didn't get those cool gray retro ones. No, that was God. God said, "Nah, I'll keep your money. We good on that. You can use that for something else." That's what it was. Don't put that on the devil.
No way.
Don't
He
do
got
that.
them other ones. We're gonna keep that.
All right. So Derek says, use it as a reference point on not going back to that place in life. I wholeheartedly agree. And this is what I was going to say that Adrian says, own it, don't justify it. So I used all of that pain for fuel. All of it. Fuel. Every time I think about what happened and how I either played a part in it or I just missed it where I could change it, I use it as fuel. Because once again, like I said, I'm not going back there. It's never happening. Right. And so in order to use it as a reference point, it is fuel to the fire. Everything that I do is fuel to the fire because a lot of it, honestly, is me saying, you know what? Watch. I got you. That's a lot of it. And it's not for, you know, what I'm doing and what I'm trying to be successful at is not to be a bragging point, a boasting point. It's just a point of, I know I can do this with or without you. Mm-hmm. I know I can make this happen. I know that you did everything in your power to break me, but you can't. And now you got to watch it. And now your stomach going to be chewing on your spine trying to figure out, man, what did I do? Because there's people right now, if you don't believe this, it's people right now waiting to see if you are going to make it or not. Yes. It's people right now. It's not that they're watching you make it. They're watching you to see if you're going to make it or not. Mm-hmm. That's why you have so many people following you, but they don't like everything that you do. They don't share everything that you put out on social media. Because to be perfectly honest with you, how in the world you got 22 likes, but you got 4,000 views? If you saw it, should you not like it? And I know everything that we post, everybody doesn't agree on it, but you watched it. 4,000 views, 22 likes. I might be very honest with
Only 22 people in America agree with me.
you. Only 22. Now, using the podcast as an example, we have a clip that has been seen over 14,000 times. 71 likes.
Mm-hmm. And shared a lot.
Oh, shared it, what, like 1,500 times?
Mm-hmm.
129 subscribers came from it. So think about that, man. It's crazy. Like Paris said, the math don't be mathing. No, it does not.
Mm-hmm.
The math definitely doesn't math. But you have to understand that there are people out there watching you, but waiting for you to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are people out there that cannot digest the fact that you are growing outside of the person that they know you, what you used to be. They only know you from the person that you were before. The moment you begin to elevate, it's foreign to them because they're still in the same place. See, now you can't be mad at me that we were both on the treadmill at one point and then I wanted to run outside. If you still running in place, I got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the world. I want to see what's around the corner. I don't want to be in the gym all the time. I want to go outside and run. But they still want you on a treadmill with them. No, partner, you got it. I promise you do. Just put it on 10. You'll decide. You'll fall off. Put it on 10 and you'll fall off the treadmill. And that'll make you go outside. Because after you fall off a treadmill, you need some air.
You're not going
You
back.
need some air. Trust me, you're going to need some air. So put it on 10. Fall off the treadmill.
Watch you fall off the treadmill.
Oh, yeah. Fall off the treadmill. I promise you to do you some good. Put it on 10. All right. Mama says, they are called hater gators, baby. You right, mama. You sure is right. BX says, I'm in the beginning stage of my business. For me as being a chef for celebrities. Now I feel like I'm being hated on by doing what I choose to do for me. Now I barely get a like. Hey, man, keep pushing. He said, life sucks, but what can you do? Life don't suck.
Keep doing
You right where you're supposed to be. Keep pushing forward. And guess what? The strangers will support you before your people do. I promise you. Whatever you're doing, keep pushing forward. It's going to be a stranger that's going to come through and going to blow your entire mind. Flip your entire life. Do not worry about the 100 to 300 people that you know that are not supporting you. Do not. You get caught in that trap, you always feel like, oh man, why they not support me? Meanwhile, it's billions of people in the world and you worry about 300 to 400 people.
Because they focus be on the wrong people.
They're stuck in the same place.
Yeah, think about that math, man. It's billions of people in this world, man. Right now, it's thousands of people that watch our podcast. And for the longest, I was worried about 300-400 people that I know that was not supporting me. But thousands of people I don't even know watch the podcast. Think about that, man. So don't worry about that, B. Hicks, man. Keep pushing. All right. So next question. How many years of your life have been controlled by one painful season? Jax already answered that. Jesus.
But you know what? Hey, sometimes that control is not yours.
Yeah.
Sometimes that control is not yours. And I think for some of us, that's a hard lesson. And I won't even sit here and tell you that the first year or two I was in this space where I'm like, oh, okay, guys, doing this great thing in my life. And being single is just so great. No, because that sucked. Because I wanted to be married. I got married for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the person I married. It was nothing else behind it. There were no shambles. There were no background babies. It was none of that. And I was sitting there the first 2 years like, God, I can't believe you going to sit up here and do this to me. Like I said, if this the end, let's just rewrite the end.
Yeah. 10 years. That was her. I mean, you know, and I'm not making light of that because that's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
To literally mourn, because it's like a death. You mourn that thing, especially when your heart's in the right place. You did all the right things for all the right reasons. You tried and gave it everything you could, only to find your best efforts are futile. That's a swift kick. And you looking around like, what more can I do? What else do I give?
Yeah. And I mean,
until
I'm,
you
yeah,
come to grips with Jesus, and Jesus be like, now sit down.
yeah. And I'm gonna just say out loud, I'm glad you took the 10 years, honestly,
Sit down.
because sat down. Like, when you get
Sit down.
told that, and I need a lot more people to listen to the sat down. Like, really sat down, get yourself together and move forward. 'Cause some people really feel like they have to be in the company of people. You don't have to be in the company of people. Sometimes the isolation is needed, because in the isolation, that's where you hear God the best. You need that isolation sometimes. Sometimes you just got to get to yourself and just chill. You have to. You're not missing anything. I want you to know that for everybody listening, you're not missing anything when you take the time for you. You're not missing a thing. You're not missing the parties. You're not missing the drinking. You're not missing the whatever, the trips. You're not missing a thing. Because the very moment you get to a point where you feel like you have yourself together, life gonna take on a
You don't
different
want
meaning
that no
anyway.
way.
Life gonna take on a different meaning anyway. You're gonna be out here doing all this beautiful things for yourself and your family, and you've decided that I'm not going back to that place.
And what's for you ain't gonna miss you no way.
And anything that looks like it could bring up that place,
You gonna deter it.
you're gonna walk away from it.
Good.
The moonwalk gonna be so heavy, they're gonna be like, nah, they should have been in the Michael movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to see it for that. So you're not missing anything. Take the time for you. It's okay. It's not being selfish. It's being self-ish. All right? Know that. All right, Barry, what you got?
I'm gonna say that uncomfortable season was a lesson for me from God. Because just like Jack said, like I was in a place where I felt like, okay, everything that I did was not enough, even though I felt like it was top tier. Like I felt like I was the best wife. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't. But it was a lesson in that for me to know that I was. And it just was the wrong person. They just wasn't ready to receive it. They wasn't in a place to be able to have me as their wife. They wasn't ready. So it was me, that time I took for myself was me realizing, because I could have been bitter, I could have been angry, I could have been out here just wilding out, like, because I'm single again. But I took that time to get everything back together, and I feel like God made it on purpose. Because when I tell you, like, everything that was happening around me, I wasn't even thinking about a relationship. I was thinking about finishing my degree, which I did. I was thinking about making sure my kids was good and getting them a house, and I did. So I was focused on so many other things that was not part of it. It wasn't part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It just be like that, man. Sometimes you just got to focus. BX says, okay, cuz I do believe we're right where it's supposed to be. And he said, thank you. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Just keep pushing forward. That's all I'm saying, man. And mama, baby, when God is for you, who can be against you? You ain't lying, mama, when you're telling the truth. I'm telling you. All right. Adrian says, I didn't like the first husband anyway. Sounded like Nino Brown. I read that like Nino Brown. All right. Derek says, ooh, that's a cold question, bro. I have to get back to you on that one, bro. Don't worry. Listen, we got something coming up. You're gonna be able to do that anyway. I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one, and then I'm gonna have to do a little bit of therapy. My mom says, just can't figure out how did you think I would feel if something happened to my only child. Mama, listen to me. I'm good. I promise you I'm good. There's a moment, you know how I am when I don't like people to worry about me. I am my father's son. I don't like people to worry about me. I don't. And I knew what the phone calls were going to be like. I knew that I was going to get them, and I didn't want it, right? I told you after. I did. I told those that I felt like, I let the kids know, you know what I'm saying, that their mothers know, hey, this is what's going on. And I just went through it. I went through it. Everything's good. And yeah, Mom, good, man. I promise you I am. We'll talk after this, all right? And I apologize, but we'll talk after this.
Parents don't understand once you get away from them, we don't want to pressure them with stuff we know they can't fix. Because once you become a parent, you want to fix it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You feel like that's your job. It is your job to rush in and fix everything. And 18 to 12 to 20 hours away, they might not be able to come and drop everything and fix it, even though some of our mothers are pure fact and proof
Okay.
Baby, they
Yeah.
will move mountains to get to you.
Okay.
Facts.
They will fight Satan
Facts.
to come and stand beside you.
Yes.
Big facts.
But
Yeah, man.
sometimes we have to sit in some of that stuff by ourselves, and we actually have to show them, Mama, I'm grown up.
I'm good.
I got it.
Yeah.
I handled it. You taught me very well.
Yeah. And that's one thing I can say my mom did, man. My mom is very strong, been through so much. And that level of perseverance that she's been through, man, I draw for that. You know, really draw for that because she's been through a lot. And so
They
just,
teach us to be that
you know,
strong.
she said on here that she stayed in her prayer closet. I didn't show it. I don't know why. She stayed in her prayer closet when I was in Iraq, man. When I came back, I had to tell her, yo, I prayed for you. I was more worried about you than I was worried about me. I was more worried about my mom than I was worried about myself in Iraq. Like I'm praying for her and I'm in the middle of war. I wasn't even thinking about me. I was like, yo, please God, make sure my mom is all right, blah, blah, blah. You know, just, yeah, man. But, you know, everything's all right, though, ma. I promise you. All right. Samantha says, yes, when you like yourself, you enjoy me time. Yeah, I enjoy me time when I, you know, didn't like myself too much. I like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. Okay, so my mom says, only because this story is not finished yet. We thought Quinn's wasn't finished too. So that's my brother that passed from cancer. That is the person that my youngest daughter is named after, right? That's who Boogie is named after. And I'm not going to unpack that right now. We will not be able to finish this show. I promise you we won't. Because that's the biggest piece of my heart that's gone, and I'm still dealing with that. All right, so Derek says, oh, I got it. Being married before I met my wife, those were my most uncomfortable seasons. Big. Yeah, I believe you, bro. Seriously. Believe you. I'm not doing that, cuz. Is that what happened, cuz? You didn't tell us over here. You great now? I'm good. I promise you I'm good. I'm not. I promise you I'm not doing it, cuzzo. I'm not doing it. All right. A mother's love and prayer is unmatchable. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something. A mother's love and prayer is unmatchable. I get it. I'm that mom that will move mountains. Yeah, definitely. Mama getting on me. Baby, that was not your decision to make. As a mother, we all know when y'all hurt. Oh, okay, mom. I'm gonna let me go through these real quick.
Here's the reason why I said what I said. I was trying to wrap it up because I know.
Cuzzo says, you ain't tell us, but I'm glad you're good. I promise you I'm good, man. I promise you. All right. Y'all got children. You will understand it by and by. I understand it now. I promise you,
Right.
Mama Jackson, I understand it now. I do. Every time I leave my kids, I cry. Every single time.
All right, Helene.
Every single time I leave my kids, man. Like, they don't get to see it. But, well, this last time, definitely they saw it. Boogie is so funny. That's my youngest one. That's Quinn. I took her to a trampoline park this past weekend, and she looked at me and she was like, "Daddy, your eyes are red." I said, "Yeah, they red, baby." She said, "Is that a tear?" I said, "I think she just punked me. Like, you crying in the bouncy house? You was a punk."
Got you. She
did. Is that a tear? You better man up, Daddy. That's how I read
Tighten
that, man.
up.
I was like, that's how I feel like that's how she did me. Tighten up. That's crazy. All right. So who has suffered because of pain you never dealt with?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna definitely do an after show.
Yeah.
You know what? I dislike you very much. Okay, so let's be honest. My inner child is suffering from things I have not unpacked. And when I realized my inner child is suffering, I also realized I have passed some of that to my own daughter. And I can't. Like, you just can't. We gotta be real honest about what it is. Like, we can't just be sitting with these mother and father wounds. And I say that because we all got a little wound of some sort, not to dig at nobody or throw nobody under the bus. But I'm gonna be transparent. When you close the casket on somebody and you realize you gotta talk to the box.
Boy, I just said I wasn't unpacking this.
To the box. And that's a different kind of closure. That's a different kind of like, you know what? I should have said, I could have done. And the reality is I probably could have healed my inner child had I had a whole lot of other conversations, but you live and you learn. right? And just because the box is closed, it doesn't mean I don't have an opportunity to make changes, heal that child, and heal the children I'm raising. Because the reality of it is, in that specific situation, my kids
Ooh.
also get to feel the realm of that. I have a child who lived much of her life with a grandfather she no longer has. I have a child who didn't get to live much of her life, but she's so golden that she's like, I know you know this spirit already, and she's only 6. So you have to do your work. You know, I can't not do the work.
Yeah.
Can't not get stuck. But the reality of it is that moment, boom, got work to do. You got work to do.
All right, Kish, what you got?
G ain't got nothing, Keish.
I don't
No,
got
I got
nothing.
something. I need a moment. Just which you already answered this?
I'm gonna say this. I feel
Jesus.
like I am the person who caused myself pain. Like I am the one who suffered through. I am the one who seen so many different things, like experienced so many different things that half the stuff I don't even think my family even knew that I even went through or is going through. So it's me. It's definitely me. And it's definitely a work in progress. And I'm gonna tell everybody to keep going, keep pushing, stay prayed up, make sure that you are surrounded and supported and not just one or the other.
You need both.
Man, listen. I don't know how we got here.
You asking the questions, brother.
I know, but
That's
I don't know how
got
we got here. Man, who has suffered because of pain I never dealt with?
You.
Yeah, man. I don't know why somebody said this in the chat. I gotta relive this right now. So, my brother was in the hospital. I was told I needed to see him because, they just don't know. And so, how I figured out he was in the hospital is because we called each other, like, I called him every day just to make sure he was good. He was in the hospital with cancer. Just calling him every day. And call stopped. Because one day he was like, man, G, I'm tired. He always told me he was tired. He's like, man, G, I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. All right, cool, man. I'll call you in a few days, whatever. Didn't hear from him. And life was lifing, not in a bad way, but it was, time was still going and I had kids and I'm still in the military. So things were just moving. And it just hit me like, why I haven't heard from him? And I called and my mom said that, he's in the hospital and, he's not talking. I said, what do you mean he's not talking? He was like, he's hooked up to all these things and, he's got water on his lungs and water on his brain. And I'm like, what? I lost it. And got to him. And the moment I walked into the room, I just seen all this stuff on him, in him. And I just walked to the window and I just started crying. Like I didn't want to look at him. And not that I didn't want to look at him just in that way. I've never seen him like that. And my wife at the time says, hey, he knows you're here because as you walked in, he turned and he watched you walk to the window. You got to talk to him. So turned around, started talking to him. He can't respond and that hurt because he couldn't respond because we always talk. And the thing that bothers me the most and the pain that I carry the most is the fact that as I was talking to him, one tear dropped out of his eye. And I'll never know for the life of me what that meant. I don't know if he was just happy I was there because after that, he was gone. Like I got back home a few days. I mean, it was a few days or weeks. I don't even remember. But I know that my phone, I was asleep. My phone lit up. I'm talking about, to me, it felt like it lit up the whole room. I was knocked out. I didn't even hear the buzzing of the phone. I just saw this light, and I knew. As soon as I picked it up, as soon as I saw who it was, I knew he was gone. I knew he was gone. And I'll never know what that tear means to this day. I just never know. And that's the biggest part of my childhood. Like, we were 13 months apart. That was my dude, man. Like, so I carry that because every memory that I have of my childhood, he's intertwined in. And it's just something I carry, man. Like, I've never been able to shake it. I've never dealt with it properly. There are times where I could just be sitting around and and I'm crying. So, you know, that's the biggest thing. Like, my inner child is like, my inner child cries daily because of that. Because
We gotta remember that some of these, it ain't even some. When you start dealing with these big hurts, we are not who we were before. You
Mhm.
are a totally different person, and you are no longer living with it. You are living in your new normal.
Yeah.
yeah,
So living in your new normal is not what it used to be. It don't feel the same. And to be very honest, we become different people.
yeah,
And we are learning this new person the same way everybody else is learning this new person, because just like you said, 1 minute you good, the next minute you not. And it could be something so small as a scent, a song, a memory, the sun comes out, and you are just a different person.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, I understand that. I do understand that. You know, when you have someone in your life for that long and it's just snatched away from you, it's hard, man. Hard, like hard. My man Derek says that tear meant that you fulfilled his wish on hanging to see you. Sometimes words can't do what action does. You fulfilled his wish, bro. I really feel like he hung on till I got there. I really do. We have an appointment, but we just don't know the time of the appointment. Yeah. Adrian, I will never be the same, and I don't care who knows it or understands it. Facts, man. Like, it's what it is, man. I don't hide it, you know. I just know that it's something that it's gonna be there, man. It's gonna be there. Like, I can't forget. Like, it's not something I could pack up and push away. Like, that's a huge part of my life, man. What truth about your pain have you been avoiding?
None.
Okay.
And I can say that now in confidence, because I realize now to avoid the truth about the pain that has shaped me means I avoid exactly who I am. I avoid who I'm supposed to be. I avoid all of the lessons I've learned. I avoid my own growth. So I can't avoid, you can't hide, deny, or avoid that truth. You got to be honest with yourself, because the reality of it is, just like I said, if you take real account, you're not who you were before these things happened. These things have shaped who you are. You got to walk in that truth, because walking in that truth means you walk in your own authenticity. And no one can take that away from you.
Like that. What you got, Keish?
I agree with Jax. I'm not avoiding anything. I like the person that I am evolved into. Like, I like the person that I am not how I was before. Like, I love the person that grew up, had experiences, good or bad. Like, I like the place that I'm in right now, because I feel like without those experiences, then I wouldn't be in this happy space where I am right now. So I feel like that made a difference. Like, yeah, did it feel good? Absolutely no. It didn't feel good at all. But it's the person who shaped me into who I am right now. I always tell my daughter, she always say, like, I wish I could go back to the person that I was. And I tell her, like, you don't want to. Like, you want to grow. You want to blossom. Like, you want to experience and not hold on to it and be able to help somebody else get through. That's how I feel like. I feel like we go through things in order to help other people. So
Mm. Not avoiding a thing, man. I'm living my life. Whether it be through this pain, whether it be through the joy, doesn't matter. Living life wholeheartedly. And that's the best way to go through it, man. To literally know that you can go through everything that you've been through, but you still got another day. You still get another day. You got to be thankful and grateful for that day, because not everybody woke up that day, but you were given another chance. And that's how I look at it. Like, literally, I'm continuously given these chances to make things better. I'm continuously given the chances to make myself better. I'm continually given a chance to make a difference in this world, and however I'm going to do it. And that's how I look at it. You know, that's why I have that strength to keep going, because as I keep going, I'm realizing how much he is blessing me, and I'm not about to stop. If I know that I'm going to continuously, you know, and I'm not looking for the blessing per se, but I know that as I keep going, God has been walking with me this entire time, and he hasn't taken his hand off of me. So I just keep moving, man. I keep moving in that. So Derek says, man, this show is definitely good today. I commend you all on sharing the internal impact to us all. I love you all for that. And it's great to be human. That's you guys' superpowers. Oh, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Let me see. I have my mom. I have changed because I don't want people to feel like I'm feeling from day to day. Got it. Got it, ma. I understand that. Straight with no chaser. What's going on, brother? That love transcends everything. Facts. And carrying and living in this memory and legacy carries in you. Definitely. Definitely. Cuzzo B. Hicks, ain't nothing like a mother loss. He said, so I understand. He said me to keep my head up. I promise you, man. Always. I'm always good. It's just moments like this where I be like, y'all did it to me again. What are we doing? So, all right. So here's the thing. Who would you be today if you had never gone through what you survived?
Ooh. I don't know, but I don't want to be hurt.
I don't want to know.
I don't know, but I don't want to be hurt, because who I am today, and this is like he said, it is a constant work in progress. Man, she's good. Like, she is good. She is strong. She is smart. She has done things I never thought I could do. She is evolving in ways that I know the people around me see and are very proud. And that's all. And I'm proud of me.
Yeah.
I am proud of her. Though I have always been her, who's to say that if I had not gone through those things, I would be living in this flesh and recognize, looking in the mirror or looking in this camera, oh, I'm her.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of those struggles have been worth seeing that person on the other side of the mirror.
I love it. All right, what you got, Kish?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't even want to know who I was, but who I would be, because I like I just said, like, I love the person that I am right now, today, this day. Like, I am happy with her, just like Jack said. I am proud of her. Like, I am grateful for her, and the experiences. I know so many people who've been through a lot, and they've been through a lot because they're mean, they're ornery, they're spiteful, they're ungrateful, like that. And I'm so glad that that's not me. I'm so glad that's not me. So yeah, I don't even want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everything happened for a reason. So
Who I would
Keisha
be
is her
if I didn't go
$5
through
SAT word.
who? Yes, she did. You heard
Honorary.
it. Henri. I heard it. $5 SAT word. Henri. And she said it, and she said it like she had on an ascot. Henri.
yes.
All right.
Baby, she was
Henri.
on it. Yes, sis.
Yeah, I
$5
see you,
SAT
girl. All
word.
right now. I see you in them books. Don't worry about it. So so who would I be without the struggle and everything that I've been through? Man, I would be horrible. I would be
A
horrible.
problem.
I know, yes, a whole problem, because I know what I was before the struggle, right? It shaped and molded me. Literally spun me around. Literally put me on a different course, because had it not done that, a whole problem. Because then when you don't go through certain things, you feel like and I'm saying this in this way because it only makes sense to me in this way. You feel like the whole world is your oyster. You
Almost
feel like
untouchable.
you're untouchable, lawless. You can do anything you want to do in this world and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that the struggle came about, the pain came about, and just decided to say, hey, all right, if you keep going that way, you're gonna get these experiences instead of these instructions.
Go on, sit down.
And that's what happened. Go on, sat down. And
Sit
that's what he
down,
did. He sat me down, right? And plenty of times. I've been sat down plenty of times because I haven't leaned to my own understanding so many times it ain't even funny. Like when I tell you I have been trying to mess up these blessings for years. And he was just like, okay, look, I'm trying to do this for you. What are you doing? Every single time. What are you doing? I'm trying to give it to you. Sit down somewhere.
Guardian tired, ain't she? She tired.
I promise you.
She like
what?
She like this. She is tired.
When I tell you my guardian had to get a whole new set of wings.
Why you treat her like a chicken and just fuck her?
My guardian had to get a whole new set of wings. But I ain't never seen a halo go dim on an angel or guardian ever. She was like, I need some me time. I ain't never had a guardian need some me time. My guardian definitely needed some me time. I put her through it, man. I promise you. Oh, all right. So going to the chat. Man, Vandergrift says, probably drug addict and homeless. Trust I've been through it these past couple of years and through my life. I believe it, bro. Like, for real. Like, people just don't understand, especially as a veteran, like the things that we go through in the 20 years or however many years you've been in. Then when you get out and life is completely different, it's tough, man. Derek said you would have been hell on wheels. All right. Now that I do believe. If I believe nothing else in this chat, I believe that. Man, come on now. All right. My mom said sometimes I like the new me. My mom said sometimes I like the new me, but sometimes I wish I could beast mode again and let loose. No, we definitely don't need that. All right. So Paris says I wouldn't be here. Just know God covered me for sure. Facts. I agree. Mm-hmm. Mama said, baby, I'm a better person now because God equipped me that I can. Yes, ma'am. And I agree with that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, mama, that old voice.
Because not the old voice, but I just feel like that's what mama sounds like.
That's the seasoned voice.
That's the seasoned voice. Yes. Yes, baby. And then she from New Orleans too, baby. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Me and mama gonna talk again. Don't worry about it. Sure. All right. So in conclusion, maybe the goal was never to avoid pain. Maybe the goal was to become something through it. Because every scar tells a story. Every setback teaches a lesson. Every difficult season leaves something behind. The question is, will it leave bitterness or wisdom? Will it leave fear or faith? Will it leave regret or purpose? So tonight I want you to think about this. What pain am I still carrying? What lesson has that pain taught me? Who could benefit from my story? And what if my greatest struggle is actually preparing me for my greatest impact or blessing? Because sometimes your purpose isn't found despite your pain. It's found through it. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, hey, we have reached that segment of the show of I Heard My Pastor Say.
Michael!
I'm glad they got that out the way. So, I just want to say this, and I said this to Kish. I don't know what PMJ is doing, but I promise you, him and I are aligned because I had a whole different show for today, but something told me to go in and do something on perseverance and pain. And he had a whole sermon about going through pain and how it can actually make you better. It is the wildest thing.
You're gonna listen to that.
It is the wildest thing. So, like I said, I heard my pastor say, it is the pain of being you that creates the power of being you. Let's say that once again. It is the pain of being you that creates the power of being you. God does not waste the weight of your life. Weakness isn't the opposite of power. Independence is. Because weakness says, Lord, help me, while independence says, Lord, I got it. We've been told to be strong and never realized we were carrying stuff we were never meant to carry in the first place because we were supposed to let go and let God. Paul said, my strength is made perfect in my weakness. Weakness is not the absence of power. It is often the birthplace of God's power. And that creates a powerful progression, which is pain creates capacity. Capacity prepares you for power. Power is perfected in weakness, and pride prevents you from receiving it. So when in saying pain creates capacity, in other words, in your life, you have this much space, but God wants to give you this much, but you only have this much space to give. So God says, I'm going to insert pain to create the capacity for what I'm getting ready to send you. And so we so busy crying about what we going through that we don't even realize God is taking us through it to make room. And see, there are people out here trying to mimic what you do, but they can't copy your anointing. Because until you've been through what I've been through, you can't walk in what I walk in. So in other words, the pain qualified you, the process shaped you, and the pressure produced you. Because God never said we wouldn't go through, but he made sure to tell you that he's got you. Because as stated in John 16:33, these things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we will all go through a series of adversity and hardships that shape who we become, but it is how well we handle adversity that shapes our identity. Please, by all means, know that the pain that you are going through, it is to build that strength and that capacity for the blessings that are on the way. All right? All right. So thank you all for tuning in. And please, by all means, don't forget to hit those follow buttons for all of us. Hey, Jax, where can they follow you, girl?
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at dopequeen_786.
DOPE. That's how you spell dope. DOPE. Okay. All right. All right, Kish, where can they follow you, girl?
You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at 313_Kish, KISH. And if you find me on Facebook, that's not me because I don't even have a Facebook.
Ooh. All right. That ain't good. All right. Y'all can follow me at Gio_Richardson on TikTok and Instagram. If you follow me right now on Facebook, cool. If you find me on Facebook, you's a creep. All right. So with that being said, now after you hit those follow buttons, don't forget to click the link below. Hey. And subscribe for only $3 a month. Once again, if you're listening to this episode, please by all means go to patreon.com, search for the show for typing in Vibe Responsibly. Your contribution helps us keep the mics hot, the lights on, and the conversations flowing. Now, we do understand that life is indeed lifing right now for many of us. So if you're not able to give, we wholeheartedly understand. But just do us a favor. You're already here. Go ahead and subscribe to the podcast channel here on YouTube, Vibe Responsibly Podcast. And we thank you all in advance for all of your support. Now, hey, before we wrap up tonight, I want to say that we decided the conversation doesn't end when the podcast ends. We are starting the all-new Vibe Responsibly social series where you become a part of the conversation. Did today's episode make you think? Did you agree, disagree, or have a story to share? Listen, you all will be able to join us live every week for Instagram Wednesdays, TikTok Thursdays, and Facebook Fridays. It's going to be at the same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can join us, cool. No problem. If you can't, we get it. But we'll be discussing the latest episode, hearing your perspectives. And there is a chance for you all to be involved and invited onto the panel live to join the conversation and give your perspective on the topic. Because Vibe Responsibly isn't just a podcast. We're building a community. If you would like for us to try this week, put a 100 in the actual chat. If not, we're going to do it next week. So just a heads up. Just let you know. Do us a favor, if you will. Please choose an episode Monday through Friday to just hit the play button and let it just play in the background. You can put it on mute. You don't even have to listen to it. I'm just asking y'all to do this because we are very close to changing the trajectory of this podcast. So do us that favor. We would really appreciate it. As always, have a phenomenal day on purpose. And we don't know you, but we love you like we do. And we out.
Coming in hot.
Hey.
Oh, y'all like my remix?
I saw it. I heard that. That was all right. She hit the Puff Daddy must have did the remix. All right, man. Y'all have a good night. We will see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.